Greetings, noble viewers, peasants, knights, and that guy who's just here because YouTube recommended it after a cooking video. Welcome to the wonderful and occasionally confusing world of medieval wargaming.
Who are you?
We are the knights who say... Ni.
No, not the knights who say ni.
Today we're going to explore some of the most popular rule sets, pushing around knights, archers, and the odd peasant with a pitchfork. From quick and dirty skirmishes to massive clashes of thousands, on the table, not on your back garden. Medieval wargaming is the fine art of reenacting battles from the Middle Ages, roughly 500 to 1500 AD, using toy soldiers, highly detailed scaled miniatures, the goal to outwit, outmaneuver and outdice your opponent. But here's the thing, there isn't one medieval game, oh no! There's many rule sets. Each has its own quirks. Some focus on skirmishes, while others focus on grand battles. Some are deadly serious, while others are more dice rolling than actual strategy. So today we're going to break down some of the biggest names: Rampant, DBA, Art de la Guerre, Dragon's War, Field of Glory, Nevermind The Billhooks, Hail Caesar and Saga. Strap on your chainmail, let's begin! First up, Rampant. This is like the gateway drug of medieval wargaming. Small warbands, easy rules, plenty of flavour. Think of it as Mario Kart for medieval games. Each player commands a handful of units. Knights, spearmen, archers, usually about 40 models in total. The mechanics are simple. Roll dice, activate, shout in frustration as your knights refuse to move for the third time in a row. Repeat until gloriously victorious! It's best for quick, casual game nights and people that don't want to paint 400 spearmen just to play once a year. We've still got some cracking rules to run through, but if you have a medieval favourite, please drop a comment below and let us know. Next up, DBA, or De Bellis Antiquities, fancy Latin for battles of old. This is minimalism taken to the extreme. Each army, only 12 units, that's it. Line up your blocks of spearmen and knights and you're off. The game's all about movement, positioning and clever use of terrain. It's like chess, but with dice and slightly more shouting. It's best for people who like their history accurate, their rules tight and their games finished before the pizza delivery arrives. Pizza. Now we're getting a little bit more complex. Art de la Guerre, think of it as DBA's bigger, beefier cousin who studied military history at university. Armies are bigger, there's more nuance, and you can recreate massive medieval clashes without losing the will to live. It's still streamlined compared to older game systems, but it gives you more tactical options than DBA. It's best for players who like serious historical battles, but don't want to get bogged down in rules like Fields of Glory. Which brings us nicely to... Actually, before it brings us nicely to, I'm just going to take a moment to say a big thank you to CMA Creative Solutions for supporting the channel. CMA are a metal and resin production specialists. They've been supporting the miniatures and modelling businesses for over 30 years. So, huge thank you to CMA, and now back to Fields of Glory. Ah yes, Field of Glory, the game that says, yeah, you don't really want a social life anyway, right? Field of Glory is the heavy metal wargame of medievals, and the mighty knights surge towards their enemy. But alas, they are millimetres apart, foiled by geometry. Big armies, detailed rules, and lots of charts. If you like granularity, tracking armour, formations, morale, this is your jam. The downside, it can take forever. We're talking the sort of game where you check if your opponent is still awake before declaring a charge. It's best for hardcore history buffs who like their battles big, long and incredibly detailed. At the other end of the scale we have Baron's War. This is a newer skirmish game focusing on smaller engagements in the 13th century. Crossbows, steady I say, and we shall drive them off. Oh no, do we have to follow them? Those enemy spears look very pointy. Think of it as Rampant, but grittier, more narrative driven and with some absolutely gorgeous minis. You might be leading a band of knights, outlaws or town militia. It's less about mass historical battles than cinematic moments. Picture Robin Hood ambushing the sheriff's men. That's Baron's War in a nutshell. And now we have Nevermind The Billhooks. This is a rule set built for Wars of the Roses, but you can tweak it for other late medieval fights. It's card driven, chaotic and often hilarious. Your carefully planned cavalry charge might get interrupted because the card gods hate you. It's not about a balance, it's all about fun. If Lion Rampant is Mario Kart, Billhooks is Mario Party. Friendship may not survive.
Straight.
Motherfucker! You monument! Motherfucker! That is it!
That's it. What the fuck are you talking about? That's it. Take him down, Dad.
Yes! No more!
It's best for club nights, beer, pretzels, and anyone who thinks Wargame should be entertaining first and let's not worry too much about the history. Next up we have Hail Caesar, from the same stable as Black Powder and Pike and Shot. This is designed for big battles, units of dozens of models, sweeping movements and a lot of cinematic flair. The rules encourage you to think big, like a general, not like a micromanager. The catch, you'll need a big table, a big budget for minis, and ideally a big car to transport it all in.
Now, I say, out of my way, peasant. Who do you think you are coming round here giving it the big one, eh? Giving it the old big I am. You want some, son? Well, let's have it. And thus the brave Sir Geoffrey was defeated by Cuthbert the Stinky. Come round here again, you give some more, I tell ya.
It's best for players who love spectacle. If you want your table to look like the Battle of Hastings reenacted in 28mm, this one is for you. And finally we have Saga. This one's a bit different. Instead of traditional activation, you roll special dice and spend them on abilities unique to your faction. Normans charge! Vikings go berserk! Anglo-Saxons form a shield wall. And the dice system is brilliant, tactical, unpredictable, and very thematic. Armies are small, games are quick, and the rules are easy to pick up. Plus there's a huge variety of supplements covering everything from Vikings to Crusaders. It's best for anyone that wants a fast, fun and slightly cinematic medieval game. So let's quickly compare. First we've got Lion Rampant. Casual, small, easy fun. DBA, minimalist, chess with dice. Art de la Guerre. Balanced, mix of depth and playability. Field of Glory. Big, detailed and time consuming. Baron's War. Skirmish, narrative, characterful. Nevermind The Billhooks. Chaotic, card-driven, party game vibes. Hail Caesar, grand spectacle of big armies. Saga, fast, tactical, dice-driven uniqueness. Ultimately, the right game depends on your taste. Want quick laughs? Go Billhooks. Want a grand historical immersion? Field of Glory. Want a good balance for casual play? Lion Rampant or Saga are probably best. But remember, no matter what you choose, it all comes down to one thing: rolling dice, pushing toy soldiers, and arguing whether a longbow can really pierce plate armour. Spoiler, the internet hasn't quite decided. Thanks for watching, don't forget to like and subscribe, and may your dice always roll sixes, unless you're playing me, Sonny Jim.